All right. Well, good morning, everyone. It is another fantastic Monday morning here at Health Plan Markets. Thank you guys very much for being on this call. It is Monday, December 8th. It is another historic AEP in the books. AEP 2026 is over. Can you believe it? If you're here, you survived, so congratulations. Some of you may have bullet holes and stab wounds like I do, but I think it makes good character, so appreciate that. In the chat, if you're listening now, I would love to see your thoughts on AEP. If you had a great AEP, better than expected, put a 10 in the chat. If AEP was the absolute worst thing you've ever done in your entire life, put a 1 in the chat. So, and then anything in between, if you hit your goals, I would love to see in the chat, hey, I hit my goals, or I didn't hit my goals, or if you want to share what worked and what didn't work, that would be really helpful for your comrades here, because this is all about helping each other, achieve the next level. So share what didn't work. Hey, I tried this thing, it didn't work, because there may be somebody on this call that was thinking about doing it, or they can give you feedback on how to make it better. This is what this community is all about, and our agency is all about, is helping each other, because you can't do it alone. Okay, I've tried that; it doesn't work. So really appreciate you guys here. Again, we are here to serve those that serve others. We've got an incredible team of folks that have worked very hard this AEP. I just want to give a shout out to Team HPM for supporting all of you guys. I'm going to give a little clap here. If you guys feel they did a good job this AEP, please give them a clap. Not for me, but for those folks, anybody at HPM that really helped you this season. Leave that in the chat as well. I would really love to see that and hear that. If you catch an HPM teammate doing something awesome, please let them know. And don't be afraid to send it over to support@askhpm.com. We really appreciate you guys giving that feedback, especially if somebody has really helped you this season. We want to celebrate them, and we want to recognize them in public for doing such a great job. So appreciate that feedback. So that is what's going on this morning. There is some training, but before I go through that, I'm going to go through the chat here really quick and then just see what you guys are up to. Let's see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, Rosie's got the whole team together. Thank you for that. Ryan's got a full body cast. Rosie says 10 out of 10. Congrats, Rosie. I'm so happy to hear that you had a great AEP. I know many things have shifted for you this season, so loving to see that. Ryan says 7.5. Gail says 5. Work more on retention. Sometimes there are seasons where you find yourself just doing more retention than actual growth. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. One thing that always comes to mind for me is if you're familiar with sales, it's 10 times more expensive, 10 times more costly, 10 times more time consuming to go out and find a new customer. So if you're thinking about that, and I'm not saying like, if you had goals and you didn't hit them, and then, things fell off the track, which does happen. It's important to know that retention is not a wasted effort, because I think it does pay dividends down the road. On retention, I think every minute spent on retention is a better minute spent on marketing, in my opinion. So don't beat yourself up too hard, Gail. I know your market was very difficult this year. So if you kept most of your people, congratulations. I think that's a win. Felisa says a 7. Would love to hear how we can make it better for you. Luis, happy post AEP. It was a roller coaster, more retention than new sales. Yep. But ancillary was way better. Hopefully OEP ends stronger. And we're going to talk about what you guys should be doing right now until the end of the year. Besides holiday parties and eggnog, we're gonna say, hey, if anyone is interested in adding another $5,000 in their bank account before the end of the year, say something in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you want an extra $5,000 in your bank account. I'm going to share a couple ways that you can do that this morning. There we go. Whitney says, definitely feeling beat up, but it was a good AP. I got one thumb up. Okay. Okay, there's 3 or 4. Okay, people are ready for that. All right. Nancy says, I'd like to thank Arlene Salgado for all of her help. Thank you, Arlene. She has been fantastic in helping our agency partners and being there every day. Way to go, Arlene. Shout out. Mary says, difficult finding enough face-to-face time with customers. Yeah. There's some strategies that we can help with that, Mary. And I know you're learning how to delegate some of that stuff. So congrats to you on that, but we can definitely chat on, you know, when you're feeling overwhelmed, how do you get to all these customers, right? I know you're kind of bogged down there. Ken says, what day is it? It's December 8th, buddy. The dream is real. It's here. All right. Ryan says, been rocking some golden rule. Absolutely. Ancillary has been really great. Again, if you need help with ancillary products, we do have somebody on our team that can reach out and get you up to speed on that. Definitely very, very helpful. Nancy's also saying, for me, this AP was a little crazy due to the website not working. Which website, Nancy? Because there's a few of them. Let us know. So, you know, if it's one of ours, we definitely want to know if something went awry for you. Mary's still working on ACA customers. Yes, ACA is still open. Open enrollment for ACA business is until December 15th for January 1st effective. And then if someone has an SEP for December 16th, you can get them. You can still get them in for January 1st. Otherwise, you're working for February 1st effectives. So keep that in mind. Jeanette says, thanks for the Walmart. You're welcome. Actually, that's more of a Sergio thank, I think. That's his gig. Training new agents from day one. Yes, you know, we've got lots of work to do for that. Luis says, kudos to Arlene and Sam. Great support. Love to hear that. Thank you, Luis. Thank you for giving them a shout out. We really appreciate that. Angel says, Chan and Jose helped me tremendously. Shout out to them. Love that. Love that. Thank you. Thank you, Angel. Jose says, thanks to Liam. That's the money man. Gabe, Arlene, and Sergio. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Another shout out to Jose and Chan from Tina. Appreciate that. Giselle says, Jose, you've been phenomenal. Appreciate you. Jeanette says, Jose was amazing. El Presidente getting some love this morning. I love that. Chan is willing to meet you anywhere. Thanks so much, Giselle. Yeah, Chan is the man. Chan is the man in the van. We are blessed to have such great people on our team, very hard workers. So this shout out gives it fills their tank, guys. So we really appreciate that. Please don't be afraid to tell them in person if you see them on what a great job that they're doing, because they're doing a phenomenal job. My hair's a mess today, so don't look. All right, so I want to jump over to HQ really quick and go through a couple things for you. Let me go share screen. There it is. And this is the one I want. Boom. All right. If you can guys give me a thumbs up that you can see the screen okay. We're going to jump over to HQ. Well, I'm waiting for a thumbs up there. A couple more shout outs. Oh, thank you guys. Shout out to the entire HPM team. Thank you, Angel. Felisa says, shout out to Al Clancy for always being available. Love that. Mary, we've got bad hair days today. Spark provider search is great. Yeah, if you haven't found that, that's been really, really helpful. Georgia says, is it possible for someone to resend me the link to the meeting for the rest of the year? I'm having issues getting through my link, which is why I'm also on Mary's link. Mike's in the chat here. He will, and anytime you guys have technical issues, just shoot an email to support@askhpm.com. That's the easiest thing to do when you find yourself jammed up like that. Nancy said, special thanks to Sam for all her help with contracting her agents. Absolutely. Contracting team was on fire this year. Loved it. All right. So HQ has a demo. This was, I think, reactivated recently. So if you're interested, or you're new to HQ, or you have agents that are new to HQ, as soon as you log into HQ, you get a step-by-step walkthrough of the platform. I am happy to announce that we are very, very close to launching HQ version 2. So what you see today is going to change for the better. And I am so excited from what I've seen so far. So the IT team has done a phenomenal job with coding our new HQ platform, which is going to roll out. But for now, this is what it is. And if you're interested in beta testing new stuff, our guinea pigs, if you will, we're always looking for guinea pigs. Just shoot an email to support@askhpm.com and say, hey, I'm interested in being a beta tester, which means that you get early access to some of our platform releases. You get to test and test drive some of the new tools and toys before anyone else does. Some of you on this call are already beta testers, so you know who you are. But if you are not, and you're interested in being one, we're always looking for a few good men and women that might want to break a couple things. Mike's always looking for those folks. So if you're interested in becoming a beta tester, just shoot over an email to support@askhpm.com and we can get you hooked up into that. We've got blogs on the front page. Want to go through training as normal. It is, remember guys, 1 foot in the classroom, another one in the field at all times, even on December 8th. We need to be learning, because somebody's going to call you and ask you a question and you're not going to know what the heck they're talking about. So this morning we have contracting available from 10:30 to 11:30 if you have any questions on that. 2 o'clock today, Spark's going over the basics of marketing. Always good to reset that stuff. Not much going on tomorrow, but UHC is doing member retention. This is retention season, guys. You need to be a master at retention, master at it. On Wednesday the 10th, UHC is doing some grassroots marketing at noon, find and engage customers at 1, and then DSNPs at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Thursday at 3, we've got HPM doing HQ intro. Tom Ryan's available on Friday at noon. That's the 12th, from 9:30 to 10:30 for shop. And then UHC is going over TRICARE for life and VA opportunities, 10:30, 11:30 on Friday. Rule of thumb, guys, do 1 training a week. You'll have 52 trainings in the bag at the end of the year, and you are that much smarter, okay? Continue to hone your craft. It is important. The AEP contest is up. If you go under commissions, AEP 2026, this, I don't know when it was last updated, but I think it was last updated last week, and you can check back to see your status for the trip, the AEP contest trip. We have the video, we have all the points, we have everything here, and we will probably get this updated sometime this week. Also to note that there's going to be an agency view, but what was released last week is your own personal agent view. So when you click there, mine's a little bit different, but when you click there, you can see, for agencies, you guys can see your points as an agent, or all of your agents as agency owners, and you can see your agents and their performance, their contests and all that. And then we will be sending out agency partner contests as promised. So we're going to be going through that, but incredible stuff here that the team has built out. We've got graphs now that you guys can see and look at your production. This is more for the agency side, but you will have access to this from an agent's perspective as well. So you can see how you're doing as an agent specifically. And then those of you that are agency owners, you'll be able to see how your team is performing with all these new tools. So if you're unfamiliar with that, you can reach out to us and we'll be glad to fill you in as well on that. And I'm running out of time. I know we've got a lot to do here this morning. Want to talk about the close. I'm going to pause my screen here for a minute. I want to talk about closing AEP and what you guys should be doing right now. Today's December 8th. No surprise. Many of you still feel like you're walking on the treadmill. It's imperative it is imperative that you go through every single application that you submitted. A, to make sure that it went through. B, to ensure that there's no mistakes, nothing's being held up. Some carriers have what's called RFI, which is request for information. Maybe, the address was transposed, or you're missing a phone number digit or something like that, and they will not process the application until they hear from you. So check your applications. You should have been doing this throughout AEP, but this is a good time to go ahead and get through that and ensure that you've got everything covered. Okay. Of note, CSNPs were really, really hot this week, this year. CSNPs are really hot this year. And as you know, there's an additional form that needs to be signed by the physician. This is going to be an Achilles heel for many of you. Some carriers are going to make it somewhat hard on you to go out and collect that extra CSNP verification form. Many of you did it at time of sale, fantastic. But unfortunately, some of that leans on the physician, and it's important that you track that and know. We're going to be haunting you about these as we get notice, like, hey, you're missing this verification form. So pay attention to your emails. Pay attention to your emails right now. And the team will call, text, and email you to ensure that you're getting these verifications done. If you do not get these verifications done in time, your member will be disenrolled. I want to be clear on that. Okay, so be aware of your members, especially for CSNPs. There is an opportunity for them to be dropped. The last thing that I will say is, I may have mentioned this before, but Humana, if there's any issue with an app, if your writing number is wrong or transposed, or you're using an old writing number or something like that, it just doesn't align in their system, Humana is putting that application as a house app. So don't panic, because as long as you track it and you know that that's your member, we will fight the good fight for you to get you paid and get that member automatically enrolled back into you. But if you don't tell us, we don't know, especially if you did the application off of HPM Shop. If you did it off of HPM Shop, then it's going to be a lot harder for us to fight for you. But we can make it happen. All right, before we are looking for, I think, Danellis, I believe it is, Nick and Mike, if you want to put get her all synced and linked up, and just going through here on the notes. Arlene, Al, Jose, and Sam, very helpful to me, a new agent in the industry, fantastic and very helpful. Thank you. We appreciate that, Agnes. And we would love also if any of you are bold enough to leave us a Google review. That would be really helpful. I love that. Mike, AEP points are from Friday, does not include the weekend. So thank you for that. These are pretty fresh numbers. If you did work over the weekend, those aren't reflected. But this is pretty fresh stuff. And I'm assuming this is shop only. So that's what I'm assuming, because that's usually what happens there. I am looking for Miss Torres here. There she is. All right, Danellis, I am going to make you a presenter here. And if you can hear us, go ahead and give us a shout. Might be on mute. It usually mutes you right when you join here. We'll give her a minute. She's setting up. Da, da, da. Here we go. And while she's setting up, Danellis is from My Florida Care Medical, I believe is what they're going by these days. Is that right? Okay, we're working on getting her audio. Okay, she's chatting. Good morning. Mike is here as well. So, Mike, I don't know if you want to run Chinese fire drill here. We're going to try to get her some audio here. Mike's going to work with you on that. So bear with us. Just go ahead and jump right in as soon as you've got access there. It might be a mic issue. That's usually the case. So while she's getting ready, I'm going to just remind you guys the importance of working with provider groups. I just did an episode on that's going to be released soon. I also want to share with you that our podcast is cranking, and I want to put in the chat. This is our Spotify channel for our podcast. We just released episode 8 with our friend Sergio Diaz. We had a great talk about his expertise in sales. And also, we moved over the YouTube channel. This is the new YouTube channel. This is specifically going to be just for the podcast alone. It's a personal brand, so you will have to resubscribe to that channel. So go ahead and click that YouTube channel to subscribe to the podcast. And we're going to be posting all of the YouTube information on there. So Mike is working with Danelis. He's saying try to toggle the mic on and off. So we'll try to get that worked out for you while we're doing that. But one of the episodes that's coming up soon is working with providers, and the true value in your providers is not how many leads they can give you guys. That's not why you want to work with providers. The true value in working with a provider is when you send them business, when you put a patient in their practice, a shared patient, a shared client patient, okay, and you're putting them in their practice. You want a partner that's going to protect your book, to be a guardian of your book of business. And that is why we're bringing these provider groups, so you can be introduced to them, you can know them, you can understand them, and hopefully you get to trust them enough to send business their way. And when you do this, they will become guardians for your clients. That is priority number one, okay? It's not about how much business they're going to send you. That does happen for sure, but that's not the main objective. The main objective is working with providers that you trust, know, and will protect your book of business because you're working together on that. So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know if we've got her connected yet. I think she might try to log back on. Okay, I see her.
Now?
Yeah, we got you.
Yes. Good morning. It's Monday.
It is Monday. Thank you for your patience. I know it's a new system, and it's always a little wonky at first, so appreciate you. I know I know you. You've been around, and some of our team members know you, but we have some new agents here that may not know you or the beautiful work that you do. So would you like to introduce yourself and then share, what you're up to these days?
Yeah. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say hi, everybody. It's nice to see faces I see before and new faces. I'm really impressed with your platform. And yeah, it's really nice. So thank you
Thank you.
for giving me the opportunity to stay here today. My name is Danelis Torres. I have in the business maybe 9 years now. I working before for Orlando Family Physician. Well, Orlando Family Physician removed the marketing team. I start working with broker manager for AdMed, and now AdMed removed the Medicare plan. So for 2025, for 2026, only had ACA. So now I'm trying staying home. I had the baby, only had 3 months. But
Congratulations.
thank you. But Jorge Garcia, the older owner for Orlando Family Physician, go back to the business by Florida Care Medical Center. Jorge had no compete for 8 years, so this is the reason everybody knows see Jorge. Jorge go to Miami and no go back to Orlando, and now they go back and try create the marketing team. So this is the reason I stay in the boat. So for now, I only have 2 offices. One in Norwell is the old Orlando Family Physician office is 810 or Norwell Street. And the other one is the 44 office is the same, it's the Orlando family office. So it's the 720044 row. And now I had 3 outage in the team. Um, I give you transportation. It's the same with Orlando family. This is
Mhm.
new name and new people. And I had 3 doctors. The plan is create more office for 2026. The idea had 7 office in different places. So I tried Claremont, St. Cloud, Poinciana, and Kissimmee. And the first is Kissimmee in 3 Main Street and Oak for February 2026. And next go St. Cloud. So I am here for any you need, and I give you the support. I had plans for the agents, so I bring the opportunity. So I'll give you the incentive is 300 for 3 plans, Care Plus, Well Care, and the Voted. And this is important. Say it's okay. You give me the PCP change. It's not only new enrollment for the agents. It's
Mhm.
agents. The patient not stay happy with the doctors and want to change the doctors, and you give me the information and create the PCP change. I give you the bonus for the patient. So for now, any questions?
Yeah, well, I have tons of questions on behalf of the team here. And guys, if you have questions um, for Danelis, please put them in the chat as well. And then if you don't mind, if you could put your contact information in the
Oh yeah.
chat, um, just in case they want to reach out. So I can't believe it's been 8 years. That's crazy. So this is a group that is not a fly by night company. This is an owner that actually sold his company for a gajillion dollars to InnovaCare. He is very well known in this market, been here for a long time, and he's starting over because of the non-compete. So the fact is that this is a group that knows what they're doing for managed care, specifically Medicare Advantage, for a very long time. So I know this is a very competitive market. You work with agents. You've seen what works and what doesn't work. It's December 8th. It's starting to slow down. The holidays are here. What's something that you would recommend these guys be working on right now, and how we can help you?
I understand everybody after December 8 go to vacation and start Christmas spirit. So the idea is that everybody see me. I am here now for any you need and start working together for events. I give you support for the events. I only had for now 3 marketing outreach, but I start adding more for 2026. Maybe the idea had 7, 8 outreach in the team.
Mhm.
Also, any event support, last minute you need help, I am here. When you see the Go office and VIP tour and meet the doctor
Mm,
and create any one-on-one, you have any question you don't want to say so from everybody, or you want to start trying something for the book of business. So any support, I am here for that.
perfect. So I recommend that, what she's saying is you should come by the office and, coordinate a tour. She'll take you through the offices. They're beautiful. They're well run. The people are great. But more importantly, you really want to meet the doctor, because that's who you're actually selling, right, guys? I mean, all the other stuff is great, and no offense, but a lot of seniors don't care. They just want to know who the doctor is and if they're going to be, good to them, have their best interest in mind. And so for me, it's always been important for me to put a face to a name with a doctor, get to know them on a personal level a little bit, and just see who they are as people. I've met some really fantastic physicians. They're great. Their bedside manner is amazing. And I've met doctors that are like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be in this business. You're rude. And so it's important that you get a sense of that, because it's like trying to sell a Ferrari and you've never
Yes.
been inside of a Ferrari, right? Like you gotta know your product, and a lot of times it takes a physician to get a person to change plans, because maybe they're really interested in devoted, but their doctor doesn't take devoted, right? Then you can say, hey, look, I've got a fantastic doctor at Florida Care Medical. They're right around the corner here, and this doctor is great. I've met them. Bilingual. Da 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 da. They're from here. They went to school here. When you can have these conversations about the doctor, it makes you look like you are part of that office, right? And as an agent, you're kind of responsible for their experience, right? Because you're recommending this physician. So it's important that you go test drive the office, meet the doctor. So thank you for that. I think that that's brilliant. Is there anything else that, between now and the end of the year, the agents should probably be doing in your mind, like what you see out there in the market?
And now it's West 1 year outside the market and go back. And I see the agents need to start working again with the doctor office.
Mhm.
I think it's okay see this different now, where when I stay in the market, everybody working together. So the
Mhm.
events and everything. And now I see this is a little harder for the agents. So confidence in the no have problems with the office and no change the patient to other person. So for me, I'm trying back the confidence with I had with the agents before. So try one-on-one and try. I had the smart sheet and the CRM system, so everybody is stay in the same page and no have problems with the book of business. So any concern you had is okay. Call me directly. I had 1 year outside, so I'm trying stay in the business
Mhm.
again
Mhm.
and see
Mhm.
what happened with the agents now. For me, for the Florida Care, the idea is try back the old system for the doctors.
Okay.
The doctor had time for the patient, see
Mhm.
the patient. Uh, no only, oh, give me, this is the unique take for your home and this is your medication and I see you in 3 months. No, I had appointments and they, I have calls with the doctors in the moment. So it's, no, it's okay, had appointments today. So
Mhm.
any agent have problem, oh, I give you, the other office give you the appointment for 3 months, 2 months, the patient stay sick and need see the doctors. So I had appointments on days. I had a courtesy visits. So any patient needs see the doctor before they take the PCP change. So it's
Mhm.
okay, go to the office and see the doctors for the courtesy visit.
Wonderful. Just as a reminder, because we had Angel that was asking which plans you take. It was WellCare, Devoted, and Care Plus. Is that right?
For the incentive, it's only WellCare, Devoted, and Care Plus. This is the insurance. I had the contract directly with the insurance, but I take Solis, Doctor Health, Aetna,
Aetna?
yeah, and Solis, Doctor Health, United Healthcare, and Aetna.
Okay.
For the incentive, it's only WellCare, Care Plus, and Devoted for now. I start working in the freedom and human contracts.
Mhm.
Hopefully for 2026, I had this contract too.
Okay, great. So yeah, you're expanding your portfolio as far as what plans you guys are going to be accepting for 2026. Awesome.
I start
Yeah.
working, and I had Amber, Oscar, um, ACA too. So
Mhm.
any patient you had with ACA and you had any problems with the doctors at the appointment,
Mhm.
I for now I say bringing the same benefits I give you the Medicare patients. The only difference is the transportation. So for the ACA, I not bring transportation,
Yeah.
but you have any patient need transportation, it's okay for me bring a Uber with transportation. So for now,
Mhm.
I stay bringing the same benefit for ACA and Medicare.
That's really unique because A, there's not a lot of physician offices that do both. They're either in ACA or they're just doing Medicare. So the fact that you guys are doing both is unique. I think that's a smart business model. And the fact that you're being generous with the benefits, like nobody's giving benefits like that to ACA members. Uh, like you guys are matching what you guys are doing for Medicare. That's pretty crazy. Pretty amazing. And okay, so you had mentioned outreach folks. Can you explain what they do? Because
Oh
I think
yeah,
there's some folks that might not
the
have picked up on
confusing. Yeah, I say in the outreach before, so I
that.
work in one-on-one with too many agents. The idea of the outreach is help the agent with the appointments, with the follow-up with the patient. Any the patient need the outreach help with this. And go to the events with the agents and working with the agent one-on-one and bring leads together. This is the important thing is you understand the outreach is for your help, it's your support.
Hmm.
Any you need and you start working your book of business, you need person take care of your book of business. So the idea is the outreach help with the book of business and the patient go to the office. Any situation the patient had in the office, the outreach take care about it.
Hmm. So essentially, you have marketers, and these agents have access to have their own personal marketing assistant to help them generate leads. Is that right?
Oh, nice. Yes.
Boom. Guys, if you don't, if you're not like, if this is not clicking for you, like, this is like, that's amazing. You have somebody bird dogging and helping you find people to enroll because it's in their best interest, right? They can do things that you can't. They can approach seniors. They can actually cold call, believe it or not, and offer their physician services. And if you're working with this person, they're out there every day looking for the same people you are. These are the people you need to be working with in order to generate more sales. So I had told you in the beginning of the call, if you were interested in earning another $5,000 before the end of the year, this is one way to do it. Call Danellis, call her, connect with her. She will hook you up with an outreach person. She'll give you the tour so you know how to sell a Ferrari. Okay. And by the way, are you guys still doing the Cuban bread and the
The
cafecitos there?
Cafecito, yeah, this is back. Everything is back with all the new name, but it's the same. It's like when you have something working, you don't need change.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely. That
uh,
was a signature thing with Jorge. So I love that.
yeah, when something work. So the idea, agents, is I am here for any you need and give you the support you need. And remember, I take care ACA too.
Love.
So I have turned 65 in my office. So when I see and start working together, I remember the face, I remember the name, and give you the list. So
Mhm. Yeah, and all she's asking for is when you find somebody that needs a new doctor, you send them to her or her probably to your outreach because they get credit for that, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So you want to take care of their folks too, essentially just making sure that you're teaming up and they can track that. And again, if one of your clients calls and says, "Hey, I'm not happy with my doctor," you don't want to have to rewrite that plan, guys. You don't want to spend 2 hours in your car. Just say, "Hey, I've got a doctor's office that I think might work for you. Let me connect you." And that can save sales sometimes. That goes back to the whole retention thing. When you have a really good partner with your physicians and you have that relationship, and you could say, you could pick up the phone and you're like, "Hey, I have a person, they're not happy. Can you try to get them in?" And these guys they're aggressive, I've seen them. They're very aggressive. But they're aggressive in a good way, meaning like they want to get your patient in, they want to set that appointment, and they want partnership. and they're really early right now, guys. They only have a few offices. So you're getting in on the ground floor. And as they continue to grow and open more offices, Danellis is going to think about you because you're already deep with them, right?
Yeah.
Like you're here now versus like, you know, in about a year from now, you're going to have everyone and their mother trying to work with them. And you're in at the ground floor. So think about it that way. Danellis, this has been awesome. Anything you want to leave with us before we let you go?
I want to say this is select different groups for agency I working before. So I working with Sergio and Jose before. So this is I for now I start select the agency. So bring the opportunity to use the first person I start working. I remember when I had 6, 5, 7 office. So any concerns, any idea for start working, any give me a call. I give you the tour in the office, and you don't have feel complete. Bring the information to the outage. Give me for me, and start working together. And when next you have the any outage, feel this is the person I need contact. So I bring the for now it's okay. Start with me one on one.
Yeah, she's going to get you
Thank
connected.
you.
Yeah, she's going to get you connected. Danellis, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you being on the call and taking time. And congratulations on your new baby. I want pictures
Thank
next
you.
time.
Yeah, I give you. She's very chubby from there.
Oh,
Pero
I love
thank
it.
you.
I love it.
Thank you for the opportunity. And I'm really happy to see in 2026 excited new.
It's our pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Take care. All right, everyone, that's it for today. If you need more from us, I would say, again, in the chat, I put episode 8. Go out there, listen to your buddy Sergio. He's got some sage advice for you this morning. It's about an hour episode, but if you 2 times it, it's 30 minutes. So there's a hack there if you want to hear us chat fast. And then please subscribe over to the new YouTube channel where I've got all the episodes, and that's where we're going to be loading the YouTube side of things moving forward. It's a new channel. So HPM is one, and then this one's going to be a new one just for the podcast, specifically for sales for you guys. So we want to continue to deliver high quality content for you so you can excel at being an agent. If you have suggestions on how we can do this better, please send an email to support@askhpm.com. Your feedback is essential for us to continue doing what we're doing. So thank you guys. I hope you all have a fantastic, well-rested Monday, but there's lots of work to do. We have SEPs. We'll be here next Monday to continue our journey and mission to get out there and help as many seniors as we can. Thank you guys and have a fantastic day.